On this sunny day, I've returned to my hometown of Liverpool to look at the Roundhouses. This particular roundhouse is called Prince Rupert's Tower, and it's situated up on Everton Brow in the heart of Liverpool. Over to the left you can see Liverpool's Anglican Cathedral and some of the Georgian housing still remaining in place in Everton Brow. This tower was built in 1787, and it's quite a famous tower because it's used as the emblem for Everton Football Club. This tower was used as a bridewell or lock-up for keeping the drunkards and criminals of the day, and they were basically kept in there overnight until they faced the magistrates the next day. This tower is named after King Charles I, chief commander called Prince Rupert. He was, during the English Civil War, after capturing Stockport and Bolton, Prince Rupert was marching on down to Liverpool, and he stayed in a cottage near here in Everton Brow, and it is said that he sat here and looked over onto the Liverpool's castle, which would have been in the distance where the city is today, and he looked down and dismissed Liverpool Castle with the words, "It's a crow's nest that any party of schoolboys could take." It took Prince Rupert 5 days and the loss of 1,500 men, but he did gain the city and therefore the vital supply route to Ireland from the parliamentarians. Now, Prince Rupert's Tower is not the only lock-up or roundhouse still standing in Liverpool today. A few years later, further down the road in 1796, another lock-up was built in a suburb called Wavertree. This octagonal-shaped lock-up is situated in Liverpool's only surviving common land, and again used to house drunkards and miscreants overnight. Here they were kept safe until they were sober enough to face the magistrates in the morning. Once a police station had been built in Wavertree in 1879, the roundhouse was no longer needed to be used as a lock-up. Since then it's been used as housing cholera victims and Irish people that were escaping the potato famine, and for many years it was used as a council storage for storing things like gardening equipment. Today the roundhouse is a listed building, and the Wavertree Society arranged for the roundhouse to be open once a year. Here we can take a look inside the roundhouse and only begin to imagine what it would have been like for people in the 1700s that were locked up in here overnight before they faced the magistrates in the morning. As we can see around the stone walls and the different bricks, today it looks very clean and tidy, but kept in there overnight in its dark, damp conditions must have been very worrying for the person. That's if they were actually sober enough, but when they awoke in the morning to face the magistrates, we only can imagine what it must have actually felt like. But thankfully, Prince Rupert's Tower and this particular tower are preserved today and are still in 21st century Liverpool, and you can actually arrange to go and see the roundhouses of Liverpool and take a trip around them yourself.